Now he's played well for a long time. I played against him as a junior, and it's cool to see him. Not only he's just a great human being, but an unbelievable golfer, and it shows this week, and super happy for him.
And then he went and did it again. At Royal Troon in July, Xander won the Open too. 2 majors in 1 season. That's a huge deal. And again, Bryson says exactly that. Winning 2 majors in 1 year is hard. Really hard.
Playing with him, playing junior golf with him, playing collegiate golf with him, he's always been a superstar. I've looked at him and been like, man, if I could beat him, that's really good. He's going to be great for a long time. And seeing his career develop and become better over the course of time has been awesome. And for him to win 2 this year, it's a groundbreaking year for him. I certainly can't wait to compete against him in the majors moving forward, and he's going to be a great competitor, but it just inspires us all to work a little bit harder, because getting 2 in a year is not easy, and him doing it just shows us we can do it.
And here's the quality that keeps coming up when players talk about Xander. He is just easy to be around. He's positive. He's comfortable. Like no matter what's going on, he never looks bothered. And that kind of presence settles everybody else down too. Patrick Cantlay probably explains that better than anyone, because he's seen it up close in some really intense settings, especially at the Ryder Cup.
He's just great to be out there with. You know, any situation that we're in, he seems like he feels comfortable, and so I'm not worried about him or feel like I could ever do anything wrong out there. And we play a lot of golf, you know, at home, and then, you know, in practice rounds out on tour, and so it's just like another day in the office for us.
And honestly, that kind of calm, that doesn't just come out of nowhere. That's built. Scottie Scheffler talks about something people outside the game don't always notice, which is how much work Xander puts in and how much he sacrifices to stay at this level. He also makes a point to say he's just a genuine guy.
Well, one of the things I appreciate about him as a person in terms of his golf is how hard of a worker he is. That's one of the things I admire about him, and those are the types of guys you love seeing have success, because after I win the Masters this year, he's one of the first people when you see him in the training room the next week, big old hug, smile on his face, and it's genuine. He's not just sitting there saying congratulations, so he's genuinely happy for me to be able to accomplish something that I've dreamed of accomplishing. And so when I see Xander winning a golf tournament and winning multiple majors in 1 year, I just look at him as a person that has really earned that. He put in the work, he's made the right sacrifices, and he's earned those wins and played good at the right time. And so
that's the reason Xander has been around the top for so long. It is not because he gets hot once in a while. It's because he shows up prepared over and over and over again. Now, if you want one thing that really separates Xander from a lot of other elite players, it might be this. He can really roll it. And when other players talk about his putting, they're not saying it in that vague, polite way. You can tell they really mean it. Justin Thomas says Xander is one of the best putters out there, and even says Xander has helped him with his own putting.
I called Xander at the end of last year because I think he's one of the best putters in fundamentals, and not just putting but everything. And I just was like, can I just pick your brain for like 2 or 3 hours, just talk to you about putting? And so he came out with me, and then he just was asking me a bunch of different questions. And I mean, you guys obviously know Xander, but he doesn't leave any box unchecked. He's going to, like he said that day, he's like, if it has anything to do with you potentially improving in golf, I've probably done it or tried it. And so I just was talking to him about his process and how he reads greens and how he sees things and his practice and everything. And it honestly was just being with him. And
that's a serious compliment. You can also usually tell pretty quickly who's respected in a team setting. It's not about who has the most attention on them. It's about who you'd actually want beside you when things get tense. JJ Spawn makes that pretty clear. He talks about wanting Xander as a Ryder Cup partner, which basically tells you everything you need to know.
That, I mean, me and Xander go back a long way, and he's an extremely great player, and it would be awesome to have him as my partner. So, and I think we have a connection other than just golf. related terms. You know, we went to the same school. We played a lot of golf growing up. So we get along well off the course as well. So I think it would be a good match if we get paired together.
And then when that actually happened, Spawn said he leaned on Xander's wisdom and guidance, and that it helped them finish strong.
Yeah, you know, not much experience, but I leaned on my partner here for a lot of wisdom and guidance, and, you know, he helped me push through and finish strong there at the end.
Dustin Johnson backs it up too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, playing with Xander, who's a great player, we've played a lot together. We've gotten to know each other very well. So, you know, we had a lot of fun out there. Obviously, too, when you're winning your match, it's a lot more fun. But yeah, the conditions were tough, but you know, we him and egged it very well, and yeah, we played a really good match.
So the narrative around Xander is consistent. This guy is solid. He's easy to be around, and he's not going to make the round feel harder than it already is. And now comes the part a lot of fans probably felt too. Because Xander had been close for so long that when he finally won a major, it didn't just feel impressive, it felt like a release. Bob Does Sports talks about how cool it was to watch him win the PGA Championship, but also how nervous they were watching him try to finish.